KFC is known worldwide not only for its closely guarded secret fried chicken recipe, but also for its commitment to excellence in every aspect of production and supply. This unique recipe, securely stored in a modern vault, has served as the foundation for Colonel Sanders to turn his fried chicken into a global culinary icon. Additionally, KFC has established a global supply network with carefully selected farms and suppliers that adhere to strict standards for animal welfare, food safety, and environmental responsibility. As the second largest purchaser of chicken worldwide, second only to McDonald's, KFC is committed to creating humane environments for its poultry, ensuring that chickens have access to natural light and ample space to move freely. The combination of traditional expertise and social responsibility has solidified KFC's position as the leading fried chicken brand in the world. Let's explore the fascinating story behind KFC's remarkable growth. KFC's story is deeply intertwined with the extraordinary life of Colonel Harland Sanders, a man who rose from humble beginnings to create a global culinary symbol. With unwavering determination and a unique secret recipe, he transformed KFC into one of the most beloved brands worldwide. Born in 1890 in a small village in Henryville, Indiana, Sanders grew up in poverty and had to leave school early to support his family. His life was marked by a series of failures in various occupations, including farming, law, and insurance sales. However, instead of giving up, he kept searching for new opportunities. The turning point came in 1930 when he opened a gas station in Corbin, Kentucky. There, he began serving fried chicken prepared with his simple kitchen tools. Despite the modest setup, his chicken quickly gained popularity, earning him the title Kentucky Colonel in 1936 for his unique contributions to local cuisine. However, his fortune didn't last long. In 1956, the construction of a new highway diverted traffic away from his gas station, forcing Sanders to sell his business at a loss. At the age of 65, with little more than his secret chicken recipe and a small social security check, he began a new journey across America. Armed with determination and his car, he visited restaurant owners, convincing them to try his recipe and even cooking on site to prove its quality. His persistence paid off. In 1952, the first KFC franchise was established in Salt Lake City, Utah, paving the way for the brand's rapid expansion. By the early 1960s, Sanders had perfected his secret recipe of 11 herbs and spices, which became one of the world's most closely guarded culinary secrets. This recipe is so secure that only a select few within the company know it, and it is stored in a high-security vault. This unique blend has become the cornerstone of KFC's lasting global success. The quality process. Once the chickens reach full growth, they are sent to processing facilities where they undergo a meticulous series of inspections to meet KFC's rigorous quality standards. This process involves more than 50 checks, starting from the farm and continuing through to the restaurant, to ensure safety, freshness, and consistency. At the facility, the chickens are thoroughly cleaned to remove any contaminants, carefully inspected for any defects, and then cut into specific portions such as breasts, thighs, wings, and drumsticks using advanced equipment that ensures uniform size and weight. Following this, the chicken is chilled under controlled conditions to maintain freshness and prevent bacterial growth during transportation to KFC restaurants. At the restaurant, each batch of chicken undergoes a final quality check before preparation begins. The chicken is then coated with KFC's signature flour mixture, containing the famous blend of 11 herbs and spices. This breading process is done manually using the seven-fold method, a technique where the chicken is lifted and folded into the flour 7 times to ensure an even and thorough coating. To help the flour adhere properly, the chicken is first dipped in cold water, a step that also enhances the texture of the coating. Once breaded, the chicken is cooked using a specialized pressure frying technique invented by Colonel Sanders in the 1940s. This method ensures that the chicken cooks evenly while retaining its moisture, resulting in a crispy, golden exterior and tender, juicy meat inside. The cooking process is closely monitored to maintain consistent flavor and texture. After frying, the chicken is drained of excess oil and packed into KFC's iconic buckets, designed to retain heat and keep the chicken fresh during delivery. These buckets symbolize the culmination of a detailed and precise process that combines high-quality ingredients, expert preparation, and KFC's signature magic. Each bucket not only guarantees a delicious meal, but also represents the care and attention that goes into every step of the process, ensuring the finger-lickin' good experience that KFC promises. KFC uses approximately 1 billion chickens annually to meet the immense demand for its fried chicken products. With over 27,000 restaurants in more than 150 countries and territories, KFC generates an impressive annual revenue of $31 billion. The company's extensive network ensures a seamless supply chain that delivers millions of meals daily, reinforcing KFC's status as one of the largest fast food brands in the world. KFC is also committed to reducing its environmental impact. The company focuses on conserving water, managing waste, and cutting carbon emissions through energy-efficient technologies. Its parent company, Yum Brands, has pledged to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 46% by 2030. Additionally, KFC is working to decrease antibiotic use in its poultry supply to uphold high-quality standards and promote sustainable practices globally. The fusion of Colonel Sanders' iconic legacy, the secret spice blend, innovative cooking techniques, and a commitment to sustainability has cemented KFC's enduring success. Each piece of chicken is more than just a delicious treat. It tells a story of innovation, quality, and dedication. With every meal, KFC delivers not only the finger-lickin' good experience, but also reaffirms its position as a beloved culinary icon around the world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on our exciting content. Thank you for joining us on this flavorful journey with Process Vibes. See you in the next video.
One, growing coffee cherries. Nestlé selects only the highest quality coffee beans from top coffee growing regions like Brazil and Vietnam, where ideal natural conditions produce exceptional beans. Coffee plants begin their growth cycle by blooming with pure white, fragrant flowers, a stage that lasts only a few days. Over the next 6 to 9 months, these flowers develop into green cherries, which eventually ripen into bright red cherries. This transformation signals that the coffee beans inside have reached peak ripeness. Farmers carefully monitor the plants because harvesting at the right time is crucial to ensuring quality. When approximately 95% of the cherries on the plant have turned red, leaving only a few green ones, the harvest begins. 2. Machine harvesting. In small farms, hand-picking remains a traditional practice, requiring patience and precision. However, on large-scale farms, modern machinery has replaced manual labor, significantly improving efficiency and productivity. Specialized coffee harvesters are equipped with 1,500 vibrating rods on rotating cylinders, which gently shake the branches, causing the ripe cherries to fall into collection trays below. This process is not only time-saving, but also highly efficient. While hand-picking could take an entire day to complete, these machines can process a single tree in just 2 to 3 seconds and harvest up to 60 bags of coffee cherries within 5 hours. 3. Depulping. After harvesting, the ripe coffee cherries are quickly transported to wet mills within 8 to 12 hours to preserve their flavor and quality. At the mill, the cherries are sorted in large water tanks based on weight. Ripe cherries, which are heavier and richer in flavor, sink to the bottom, while unripe cherries float and are removed. The ripe cherries are then passed through rotating drums, that gently remove the outer pulp, leaving behind the coffee beans. The discarded pulp is not wasted, but often repurposed as organic fertilizer, contributing to sustainable farming practices. 4. Demucilage. Once the outer pulp is removed, the coffee beans are still coated with a natural sticky layer called mucilage. To clean this layer, the beans are transferred into fermentation tanks lined with ceramic tiles. Here, the beans are soaked in clean water for 12 to 24 hours, during which the mucilage naturally breaks down. Farmers closely monitor this process to ensure the beans do not over-ferment, as this could affect their flavor. After fermentation, the beans are thoroughly washed several times by vigorous stirring to remove all remaining mucilage. Farmers carefully inspect each batch to ensure they meet the highest quality standards. 5. Sun drying. After being cleaned, the coffee beans move to the drying stage, a critical step in preserving and enhancing their quality. The beans are evenly spread on special drying beds or flat surfaces, often lined with breathable fabric or mesh for maximum airflow. In some regions, the beans are placed on raised platforms to avoid direct contact with the ground, reducing the risk of contamination. Farmers play a vital role during this phase, regularly using rakes or specialized tools to turn the beans, ensuring uniform drying from inside out. On sunny days, this process is quicker, but in wet or unpredictable weather, drying can take longer, sometimes requiring additional covers to protect the beans from rain. Typically, the sun-drying process takes 1 to 2 weeks, depending on the climate. The primary goal is to achieve an ideal moisture level of 11%, which is essential for long-term storage without compromising natural flavor and quality. 6. Hulling. Once the coffee beans have reached the required dryness, they are transferred to the hulling stage, where the outer parchment layer is removed. This protective layer, known as parchment, shields the beans during the drying process. Modern hulling machines gently crush the parchment without damaging the beans inside. During this process, the beans are also sieved to remove any remaining debris. The beans that emerge are green, vibrant, and fresh, symbolizing high quality. The discarded parchment is often reused as organic fertilizer or fuel for drying ovens. This step ensures cleanliness and prepares the beans for subsequent processing. 7. Storage after hulling. The green coffee beans are moved to the storage phase, where they are preserved under optimal conditions to maintain their quality before being transported to Nestlé factories. The beans are packed in large burlap sacks, typically made from natural jute or other eco-friendly materials, which protect them from moisture and pests. Each sack weighs about 60 kilograms and is clearly labeled with details such as origin, type, and quality, ensuring traceability throughout the supply chain. These sacks are stored in well-ventilated warehouses, where temperature and humidity are strictly controlled. Warehouses are often equipped with elevated racks to keep the beans off the ground, preventing exposure to dampness or insects. Depending on demand and production schedules, green coffee beans can be stored for weeks or even months while retaining their freshness and optimal quality. 8. Robotic unloading coffee bags. At the factories, modern robotic arms are used to unload the heavy sacks of green coffee beans, preventing workplace injuries. The robots also check the moisture content of each sack, ensuring only those meeting the standards proceed to the next stage. 9. Sifting. Once at the factory, the beans undergo a sifting process to ensure that only the highest quality beans are used. In this step, the beans are passed through automated or semi-automated sifters, which sort them based on size, shape, and integrity. Broken beans, overly small ones, or those that do not meet standards are removed to ensure consistency. The process also eliminates any debris, such as dust or leftover parchment, from earlier stages. The result is a batch of uniformly high-quality beans ready for roasting. 10. Roasting. The sorted beans are then roasted in industrial, rotating drum roasters, where the true transformation begins. Roasting not only changes the color of the beans, but also unlocks their signature flavors and aromas, which are the essence of every coffee. Modern roasters precisely control temperature and time, with roasting temperatures ranging from 370 degrees Fahrenheit to 540 degrees Fahrenheit. The roasting duration, typically between 8 and 20 minutes, depends on the desired coffee profile. Light roasts, often called blonde roasts, retain more caffeine and have a brighter, lighter flavor. On the other hand, dark roasts have less caffeine but offer a robust, bold taste, appealing to those who enjoy deeper complexity in their coffee. The beans are kept in constant motion during roasting to ensure evenness and prevent scorching. Once the roasting is complete, the beans are quickly cooled to stop further roasting and preserve their distinctive aroma and flavor. 11. Grinding after cooling. The roasted beans are ground into coarse powder using industrial grinders. The grinding process is conducted under high pressure to ensure uniformity and preserve the beans' inherent flavors. These grinders are designed to produce coffee powder of the ideal size for the extraction process. Any unwanted particles, such as overly fine or inconsistent grounds, are filtered out to maintain consistency. The coarse powder is then transferred to storage tanks, where it is ready for extraction through steam and pressure. 12. Spray drying. Spray drying is one of the primary methods used to produce instant coffee. During this stage, the coffee extract is pumped into a large drying chamber and sprayed through high-pressure nozzles, turning it into a fine mist of tiny droplets. Simultaneously, hot air at temperatures up to 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit flows through the chamber, instantly evaporating moisture from the droplets. The result is fine, dry coffee particles that collect at the bottom of the chamber, ready for packaging. Spray drying is a quick and efficient process, retaining the natural flavor of the coffee, though it may not preserve its full complexity compared to freeze drying. The resulting coffee granules dissolve easily in hot water, offering a convenient yet flavorful experience. 13. Freeze drying. Freeze drying is a more advanced method designed to preserve the full flavor and aroma of coffee. The coffee extract is first frozen quickly at -58 degrees Fahrenheit, forming blocks of coffee that resemble ice. These frozen blocks are then broken into smaller granules. The granules are transferred to a vacuum chamber, where they undergo sublimation, a process in which the frozen water content transitions directly from solid to vapor without passing through the liquid phase. This ensures that the coffee granules retain their structure and flavor while becoming completely dry. Freeze-dried coffee is characterized by larger porous granules that dissolve easily in hot water, providing a premium coffee experience. 14. Sublimation. Sublimation, the final stage of freeze drying, ensures the coffee is thoroughly dried. The frozen granules are spread onto large trays and placed in a vacuum chamber where temperatures are precisely controlled at around 140 degrees Fahrenheit. In the low-pressure environment, the remaining moisture sublimates directly into vapor and is removed. This process preserves the coffee's full flavor profile and structural integrity, resulting in dry, stable granules that can be stored at room temperature. These granules are light, porous, and dissolve quickly, delivering a rich and satisfying cup of coffee. 15. Filling jars. Finally, the dried coffee granules are packaged into glass jars, which are sealed airtight to preserve freshness and flavor. Some factories can fill up to 250,000 jars daily. After sealing, the jars are labeled and prepared for distribution. These jars travel worldwide, bringing the convenience and magic of instant coffee to millions of consumers. The journey from coffee cherries to a cup of instant coffee is a story of precision, dedication, and innovation. It reflects the perfect harmony between modern technology, traditional craftsmanship, and the passion of those involved, ensuring that every cup of coffee you enjoy is nothing short of perfection. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button to show your support, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on our exciting upcoming content. Thank you for joining Process Vibes on this enriching journey, and see you in the next video. Receiving the potatoes. The journey of Pringles begins with receiving shipments of high-quality potatoes from trusted suppliers. These potatoes are carefully selected to ensure they meet the strict standards of size, freshness, and quality. Upon arrival, they are inspected to weed out any defective ones that don't meet the requirements before being sent to the production line. The potatoes are then placed onto an automated conveyor belt, marking the start of their transformation into one of the world's most popular snacks. This stage is critical in setting the foundation for a meticulous production process, ensuring the final product meets Pringles' high standards of consistency and quality. Washing the potatoes. At the washing station, the potatoes undergo a thorough cleaning process to remove all dirt, debris, and impurities from their surfaces. Using an advanced hydro washer, powerful jets of water create swirling currents that effectively loosen and wash away any remaining soil or particles. This step is essential to maintain the high standards of cleanliness and quality associated with Pringles. Even the smallest impurity could compromise the flavor, texture, or appearance of the final product. Under careful monitoring, every potato is thoroughly cleaned to prepare it for the next stages in the production line. Clean potatoes are the cornerstone of delivering the consistent taste and texture that Pringles is known for worldwide. Peeling. The freshly cleaned potatoes are then transferred to a peeling drum. This large machine, equipped with a rough interior surface resembling coarse sandpaper, gently removes the potato skins as they tumble around inside. This step not only ensures a smooth exterior for the potatoes, but also removes any outer layers that might negatively affect the texture or flavor of the final chips. By the time the peeling process is complete, the potatoes are perfectly prepared for the next phase. Blanching. After peeling, the potatoes are quickly blanched. This process involves immersing them in hot water for a brief period, which serves two vital purposes: softening the potatoes to facilitate precise cutting and deactivating enzymes that could cause discoloration or alter their taste. Blanching ensures that the final product has a consistent color and flavor, maintaining Pringles' reputation for perfection in every bite. Cutting. The blanched potatoes are transported to a cutting station, where high-speed machinery slices them into thin strips. With blades spinning at over 1,000 revolutions per minute, this process is incredibly precise. Once sliced, the strips are diced into small cubes to make cooking and processing easier in the following steps. This precision cutting ensures that every piece of potato is perfectly prepared for the next transformation. Cooking and steaming. The diced potato cubes are cooked in two stages. First, they are boiled in water at 185 degrees Fahrenheit, 85 degrees Celsius, for about 2 minutes to soften them. Then they are steamed at a higher temperature of 345 degrees Fahrenheit, 175 degrees Celsius, to fully cook the cubes. This dual cooking process ensures the potatoes are evenly cooked and ready for the next critical step: mashing. Mashing. Once cooked, the potato cubes are transferred to a large industrial drum, where they are mashed into a smooth, lump-free consistency. Inside the drum, a powerful metal arm churns the potatoes continuously until they form a creamy, velvety mash. This step is crucial for creating the base that will eventually be transformed into Pringles' signature crisps. Drum drying. The mashed potatoes are spread onto a rotating drum dryer, a large heated cylinder designed to remove excess moisture. As the drum spins, the intense heat evaporates the water from the mash, leaving behind thin sheets of dried potato. These sheets are both flexible and firm, serving as the raw material for the potato flakes used in the Pringles dough. Milling the sheets. The dried potato sheets are fed into a milling machine, where sharp blades grind them into fine, uniform flakes. These flakes, resembling breakfast cereal or fine sand, form the foundation of Pringles' unique dough. Mixing the dough. The potato flakes are combined with water and other key ingredients like rice flour, cornstarch, wheat starch, salt, and emulsifiers. This mixture is blended in a large industrial mixer until it forms a dough with a texture similar to wet sand. This dough will soon be shaped into the iconic Pringles crisps. Rolling the dough. The dough is evenly spread onto a conveyor belt and passed through a roller that applies immense pressure to flatten it into a thin sheet, just 1 millimeter thick. Precision is critical here, as it ensures that every chip has the same thickness and texture, creating the crispiness that Pringles fans love. Cutting the dough. The thin sheet of dough is fed into a cutting machine, where it is sliced into oval shapes known as doyles in the factory. Any leftover dough is collected, recycled, and sent back into the mixing stage to minimize waste. Frying. The oval-shaped dough pieces are fried in hot oil at 392 degrees Fahrenheit, 200 degrees Celsius, for about 11 seconds. During this process, a roller molds each piece into Pringles' signature saddle shape, known as a hyperbolic paraboloid. This step locks in the structure and gives the chips their iconic golden, crispy finish. Seasoning. The freshly fried chips are transported under a cascade of seasoning, where the top side is evenly coated. With over 160 flavors available globally, this step ensures that every chip is perfectly flavored. Packaging. Once seasoned, the chips are stacked into neat piles and transferred to the packaging line. Automated systems weigh each stack to ensure the correct quantity is placed into the iconic cylindrical canisters. A freshness seal is applied, and a plastic lid is added to keep the chips crisp until the moment they are opened. Quality control. Every batch of Pringles undergoes rigorous quality control. Chips are inspected for their structure, seasoning, and overall quality. Blind taste tests, conducted under red lighting to focus solely on flavor and texture, ensure that every batch meets the brand's high standards. Any defective batch is discarded. Shipping. After passing all quality checks, the canisters are boxed and prepared for global distribution. Pringles are shipped to retailers worldwide, ensuring that fans everywhere can enjoy their favorite snack. From humble potatoes to a global phenomenon, the journey of Pringles is a testament to precision, creativity, and a commitment to excellence. This meticulous process has turned a simple idea into an iconic snack, loved by millions worldwide. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating behind-the-scenes content. Thank you for joining us on this flavorful journey with Process Vibes. See you in the next video.